from you, because I think you're one of those who's saying he is the future of the heavyweight division.
Thank you, Dev. Yes, I certainly am. Firmly believe that Moses is the future of the heavyweight division. Moses and I have we started this journey together at the beginning of the year. He's now 2-0, and he's coming from strength to strength. Two very, very quick stoppages in his first two fights, which were 4-rounders. Makes a step up this Saturday against a very tricky Ukrainian fella who's actually got a couple of great draws on his record.
Performances,
great performances on his record against, he took Kosabutski the distance and Rudenko the distance. So, it's certainly a step up, and Moses has got, he's got to be on his A game. It's obviously a very, very much a long-term plan for Moses, and it's these foundation fights that are vitally important to him, to his development. He's got to make sure he grabs, the opportunities to make the most of the experiences with both hands and soak up the atmosphere and enjoy his first year as a pro, because it will be very, very, very quickly down to serious business.
Very active as well. This is, as I think you mentioned there, this is his third fight in the space of 4 months. There's talk of him fighting 8 times a year, which could mean end of next year you could be with a 16-0 heavyweight. Is that sort of the plan?
Well, that's what we've agreed, isn't it? That's what we've agreed with Queensberry. 8 fights a year. It's going to be we've had the 2 4s, it'll be 2 6s, 2 8s, and then we're going to evaluate whether we want to move up to the 10-rounders in fight number 7. But that is the plan. Obviously, it's fight by fight. We're not in a massive rush. We've got an ambition. Moses has got a massive ambition to beat Mike Tyson's 30-year-old record of becoming the youngest ever heavyweight world champion. But it is that. It's an ambition. It's not, and it's a goal and it's an aim. And who is anybody to tell him he can't have that ambition? But it's our job to make sure that the right fights come at the right time. The progression is professional, not chicken head, headless chicken. It's not, we're not here just to set a record. We're here to forge a fantastic heavyweight career and make sure that Moses reigns supreme at the top of heavyweight division for many years to come.
Nicely said, Francis. Well, let's hear from the man himself, 18 years old, won everything he could win as a youth amateur. Moses ITAUMA, this is fight number 3 coming up for you. How are you feeling heading into this one?
It's the same old, isn't it? Like, obviously I had training camp's gone well and just ready to rock and roll on Saturday.
Bit of a step up in terms of opponent. I mean, the first couple, we've seen you for about a minute, including the referee's count. This guy has never been knocked out, so we may well see a bit more of you, or will we? What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, it's a step up in obviously my opponents, but obviously I don't know who the fella is, but I know he in his 20 fights he's never been stopped. So if I get him out of there, that'll be a big statement.
After the first couple of wins, when prospects win their first couple of fights, especially by knockout, you normally see them celebrating. Normally at least see them smiling.
No,
you looked a bit annoyed.
Yeah, no, I was annoyed. All the hard work you put into training and whatnot. Obviously, for a fight that only goes 30 seconds, you kind of do get annoyed with it.
Big card as well. Joe Joyce, of course, who you've done countless rounds of sparring with. He's headline. It's live on BT Sport here in the UK, ESPN Plus in America as well. Is it a bit of a chance to show the world who you are on Saturday?
Yeah, of course. It's like I said, if I get him out of there, it's a big statement. But if I don't, maybe I can show my skills.
And how often do you think about this record? Francis referenced it there. I know it's a long-term goal to become the youngest ever world heavyweight champion, but how often do you actually think about this?
Surprisingly, I actually don't. I always think about my next fight because there ain't going to be no record if I don't win my next fight. So,
okay, rightly so. Well said. So a knockout coming Saturday night, 3-0 with 3 knockouts. Is that what we're looking at, Moses?
God willing.
Thank you very much, Moses ITAUMA. Francis, I'm going to come back to you.